and a warm welcome to everyone across the globe. We should be underway very shortly. The players will be with us any time now. The teams then, Crystal Palace taking the challenge to Manchester City. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
So this is round two between these two sides who have already met once this season. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, I really like the look of this fella, Yeremy Pino, Peter, who definitely has that sense of street smartness about him. He plays with a great sense of audacity and personality, and he himself has stated how proud he is of his street football roots, so this guy can go places.
Well, quite no argument from me on that one. Not the cross he had in mind. Lewis. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Nketiah with the ball through. He'll try from distance. It's opened up nicely for him. Shapes the shoots. Had a swing, but it wasn't to be.
Well, the contact was absolutely perfect for me, but the direction was pretty ugly, and that really was a back to the training ground moment.
Good idea, just poorly executed. Kamada. Haaland. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Doku going full steam ahead down the left flank. Doucouré gets it back. Kamada tries a long pass towards the front. Pino. Nketiah. Nketiah hits it! That tested the keeper.
Well, you can fault the execution, but not the idea or the effort.
Mamouche. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. The first 45 minutes are up. So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. And we're underway again. No score in the first half. Who's ready to go for it now? No, that's not the ball he wanted. Doucouré. Mamouche. Nketiah passes it through. In he flies! Great effort. He flew in with courage.
I just thought it was great effort all around. I mean, he did so well just to get his head on the ball.
Needed a better pass there. Sarr. Doku is the route one option. Chance! And he's shown him a clean pair of heels. That is wayward.
Yeah, with him being under pressure from a couple of opponents, I thought he showed real determination to get some sort of attempt at goal, and we have to give him credit at least for that.
Ake gets it back. Kamada tried to play it through.
Yeah, and it was a case of good awareness too. That wasn't quite...
Had a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Reinders pumps it forwards. Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
And it just goes to show you how effective those through balls can be. All it needed was a better execution.
Savio. That's a throw. Looks like a good ball through. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. Reinders tries to get it forward quickly. Looks to slip it through. Nketiah. Lewis. Some good work on the right flank. Now, what's next? Manchester City go in search of their winner. Haaland. Tries a through ball. Now the cross. He's going to have to tune his rangefinder before the next one. Rodri, aimed long and direct. Now it's Haaland. Savio tries to stroke it through. Goalkeeper's ball. 90 minutes gone and nothing to show. Reinders. Fires from distance. He's done very well to get to that. And that is that. A frustrating game for attack. Hello and a warm welcome to everyone across the globe. We should be on the way very shortly. The players will be with us any time now. The teams then, Aston Villa against Chelsea. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
There's the whistle. So this is round two between these two sides who have already met once this season. Camera. Palmer. Passes it through. And out to safety. Tries to dink it in. That's not going to make it. Chelsea have been mighty impressive away from home, unbeaten in 5. Good idea, just poorly executed. Lavia pumps it upfield. Marlon. Villa still without an attempt on target. McGinn. Oh, good interception. Rodgers tries the route one option. Badiashile tries to get it forward quickly. Pedro Neto. Loose ball, who's going to get that? And he's there to cut it out. Oh, no, that's not the ball he wanted. Well, needless to say, he was expecting a better ball than that. Who's going to make this theirs? Looks to slip it through. Rodgers plays it out to the wing. There's no flag. Cucurella. Tries a through ball. Palmer. Pedro Neto. Rodgers. Dinks one in. Worth a try. Not this time.
Well, to execute a first-time volley like that with power, I think you need to get everything in perfect order, and not quite.
Keeper's ball. That'll be the final action of the first half. So they head in no further forward. The score here still 0-0. And that's the start of another 45 minutes. 0-0 then, and we're back underway. Colwell. Gusto. Well positioned to make that interception. Digne. Again. Camera. Rodgers. Marlen. Now the pass. Shoots! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Oh, he can't be happy missing that after being put clean through. That's about as good a chance as you can get.
Forward it goes. Pedro Neto pumps it into the area. Yeah, he's offering an apology for that. He needed to deliver a better ball. Onana. Camera. Ball has crossed the line and it's a throw. Cash. McGinn. Rodgers boots it upfield. Pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it. McGinn. Pedro Neto. And he's made certain that won't get through. Konsa. Camera. Rodgers did really well to intervene and dispel the growing danger. Decent progress down the left. Looks like a good ball through. And that is that. Well, it looked 0-0 from a fair way out. Little craft or guile or penetration. Defence is largely untroubled. It's goals. Your reflections then, Jim? So a warm welcome to you all. We will be underway very shortly once all the pleasantries are complete. And our live game is Manchester City against Fulham. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
So this is round two between these two sides who have already met once this season. Doku plays a clever pass. Reed. Looks like a good ball through. Chukwueze looking to get on the end of this. Oh, it's opened up nicely for him. Has a swing at it. Goal! Fulham! Well, he was never going to miss from there. So much to aim at.
Well, I think the keeper has every reason to rip into that defence for allowing him to get into such a good position.
Well, that has certainly made things interesting. Rodri pumps it forwards. Haaland. That intervention was very necessary. Out wide to the right. Deftly done. Goalkeeper's ball. Spoon forward. Now the pass. Looking to shoot. Saved only by poor finishing.
Well, you can fault the execution, but not the idea or the effort.
Doku. Bernardo Silva. Haaland plays it out to the wing. And Bernardo Silva! It's broken loose. Pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it. Savio. And it's Adama Traore. Bernardo Silva tries a through ball. Castan tries to get it forward quickly. Adama Traore. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner. Loose ball, who's going to get that? That is going to be the final action of the first half.
Manchester City find themselves trailing and not having the best of outings, so it calls for a collective effort now of fighting spirit and a show of pride, just to sort things out.
start of the second half.
I think they've got to go out at the start of this second half now and set a tone that smacks of intent and determination. Should they manage it, I think they can find a way back.
Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Looks to slip it through. Robinson poops it upfield. Haaland. Another piece of really good defending. Brings it forward. Doku with the ball through. That had to be more accurate. Anderson positions himself well and cuts it out. Robinson tries the route one option. Passes it through. Belts one. Bassi. Needless to say, he was expecting a better ball than that. Tries a through ball. Too much on it, and that's the keeper's. Savio. Now it's Haaland. Gets it back. Lukic is fouled. Robinson. And it's Iwobi. Iwobi with the ball through. Lovely bit of skill. Speculative strike. Oh, good interception. Chukwueze looking to get on the end of this. It's anyone's ball.
Well, I suspect there'll have been a few nails chewed off during...
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Manchester City are beaten. It is not the result they needed.
You know, after the goal, I thought they had time on their side to get back into this match, but that stubborn opposition...
Hello and welcome to all of our viewers from around the world. We have quite a game in prospect here, just waiting for the players to emerge, and we will be underway. And here we have Brentford against Chelsea. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
So this is round two between these two sides who have already met once this season. Cucurella sticks in a foot to win it back. Fabio Carvalho. He's made sure that that won't get through. Pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
I timed his run brilliantly, and I think he has every right to be a little annoyed with the passer then, and I think he's letting him know right now about that. Just a little more behind it was needed.
He's not played the ball, that's a foul. Well, that had to be more accurate. Brentford are on a 5-game winless run here at home. The Bees, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Fernandez. Delap. That's not going to make it. Shanda. Thiago. Oh, that's clearly not what he wanted to do. Carvalho tries lifting it over. Shanda. There's a lot to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Aimed forward. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. That was one quality pass away from being a very decent chance, and he has been fouled there. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. It is another opportunity from a set piece they have here. Fabio Carvalho. Some astute defending to ensure they got no further. It's a fabulous position. And the ball is out of play. Ouattara. Thiago. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Half-time nearly with us. They will be desperate not to concede here.
Yeah, it would seem a little too far out, and this will probably be a dink far post.
James! It's a loose ball. Tries a through ball. Too much on it, and that's the keeper's. And the first 45 minutes are up. Reflections on the first half?
Well, the manager's surely got to look for one or two creative changes now. They need some service up front.
Interesting half, just missing goals, so don't be surprised if the second half brings a change to the scoreline at the break, 0-0.
Well, the first half didn't really produce the goals we'd have liked. Hopefully they've been saved for the second. For that to be the case, though, we'll need to see more energy and invention early on.
Thiago, ball's out on the left now. Who's ball? Who's going to get there? Thrust towards the front line. Looks to slip it through. And the defence can get it clear. Massive leap! It's in! And however many surrounded him, that is what he can do.
Oh, this fella's as slippery as an eel the way he freed himself to score. I mean, for that defence, it was a case of now you've got him, now you don't. Brilliant.
Brentford get themselves into the lead.
Well, whatever the manager said in that dressing room at half-time, it's worth the treat.
Chip through. A chance!
Shouda.
They've done it! And with that goal comes comfort. And that is stunning. Just too hot to handle.
Well, the technique generates the power in that situation, and once power is assured, any goalkeeper's up against it.
The Bees grab a couple of goals without reply. It's 2-0.
Well, at 1-0, this contest was still nicely poised, but now that it's gone to 2, mindsets are affected a lot more. Winning belief one way and that losing feeling the other.
Thiago showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Pedro passes it through. Looks to thread it through. Shoots! There it is! And they are dragging it back! Game on again! Really outwitted one-on-one. Once more, he gets the better of the keeper.
Peter, I can tell you, that was nothing short of a cold-blooded execution.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, they've given themselves a chance here, but now it's a case of getting the balance right between attack and defence, and that's not easy.
James. Looks like a good ball through. João Pedro. Palmer knocks it towards the front. Pedro Neto. Decent clearance now. Can anyone get on the end of it? It's come loose. Yes, it's there! Dying minutes, and we're all square again. Wow, he was never going to miss from there.
Well, as they say, Peter, if you don't speculate...
There is the final whistle. Passion and panache and perseverance, and in the end, parity. A really good game to watch. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Listen, I think they certainly met their match here. There was a lovely ebb and flow to the encounter, but very little to choose between the teams, and so we've ended up with an entertaining share of the spoils.
So a warm welcome to you all. We will be on the way very shortly once all the pleasantries are complete. And our live game is Manchester City providing the challenge to West Ham United. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
So this is round two between these two sides who have already met once this season. Savio. Reinders. Reinders has a look inside the box. Oh, he's put too much on it. And that's going to be a goal kick. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Tried to play it through.
Yeah, and the vision to get him through was all good, but the execution of the pass wasn't quite right. But importantly, he's holding his line until the very last moment, and that will pay off.
Away from immediate danger. And the volley. No, he's missed it.
That's a pretty powerful effort, because he really got hold of that one, but he's not going to trouble the keeper from there.
Doku knocks it towards the front. Kilman. That'll be a throw. Doku looking for options. And that's another throw. Out again for a throw-in. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Haaland. Savio passes it through. Goalkeeper's ball. Shoots! Looks to slip it through. Bowen looking to get on the end of this. Great leap! Oh, just needed a better contact.
Oh, they really wanted that. There's so many players in the box. Everyone's committed to attack now.
Lewis. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. What a save! Terrific reactions! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
That wasn't the easiest of saves by any means.
And the first 45 minutes are up. And after 45 minutes it is still goalless. A change perhaps after half-time. So off we go once more.
At least there's always a plus side to a scoreless half. Defences are doing what they should, and it's going to take good imagination to break the deadlock here.
a swing at it! Rodri. Now it's Bernardo Silva. Manchester City will try it again now. Souček. Somerville. Vardiol. They continue each to cancel the other out. Füllkrug. He's tried one! Savio. Who's going to make this theirs? Doku. Forward it goes. Walker-Peters does well there, alert. No, that's not the ball he wanted. Haaland with the ball through. Good idea, just poorly executed. Savio puts his foot on the gas. Is it in? And the keeper's relieved to see that disappear wide.
And that was more than a decent attempt. Perhaps it deserved better too.
Bowen. Haaland. Well, needless to say, he was expecting a better ball than that. And it's Bernardo Silva. Lovely feet. Ward-Prowse. Walker-Peters tries to get it forward quickly. Manchester City go in search of their winner. Tries a through ball, and he's shown him a clean pair of heels.
That's good defence, plain and simple, good defence. They refuse to allow a turn.
Mavropanos cuts it out. Pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it. Rodri looking to penetrate opposition lines. Souček pumps it upfield. It's a long forward pass. And that is that. And stalemate. One, if not for fans, then perhaps for coaches, satisfied by organisation and solidity. Little cut. the warmest of welcomes to you. We await the conclusion of the pre-game formalities. And here we have Chelsea against Burnley. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
There's the whistle, and here we go. So this is round two between these two sides who have already met once this season. Looks to slip it through. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Just a little more precision, and that longer pass and run in behind will come off very nicely. The understanding is very good, but the execution can't quite match up. Not yet, at least.
Down by a lack of accuracy. Surely a shot. Palmer. Mudryk with the ball through. The Blues being made to look sloppy in possession here. Mudryk continues his run. Hit into the middle. It's gone in, and it is an own goal.
Oh, it's an unusual turn of events, and it was an honest attempt to help out, and I suppose it can happen to anyone.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of luck in games like these.
It's all a bit nasty right now. 5 defeats running. Burnley have statistically the worst defence in the league. Tries a through ball. There really wasn't very much in that. Not far away from being a telling final ball.
Yeah, the communication lines were working really well, but the supply line just had a bit of a blockage.
Palmer pumps it upfield. Aimed in towards the centre. Palmer. Palmer. Has a pop! Pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it. Trissel. Looking to penetrate opposition lines. Now the pass. Pedro Neto with the delivery. Really didn't have enough to concern the defence. And the whistle goes for half-time.
Burnley must be wondering what they've done to deserve this, but in truth, it's all their own doing. A proper show of character is about their only chance of sorting this out now, but do they have it in them? Burnley don't need to press the panic button just yet. They may have to tweak their setup first if they don't grab an early goal in this second half. They can't hold back though.
Massive leap! Glorious from Fernandes! A 2-goal cushion, and it's looking safe. Just so calm under pressure.
Well, I think that defence there thought they were in good position and they had him where they wanted, yet somehow he's worked the scoring position when it didn't see him on. It's really crafty business, that.
Chelsea take a 2-goal lead, and things should be comfortable from here on in.
Well, at 1-0, this contest was still nicely poised, but now that it's gone to 2, mindsets are affected a lot more. Winning belief one way and that losing feeling the other.
Glass. Hannibal. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Gone back to the keeper. Jorgensen. Oh, that had to be more accurate. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Fleming battles to win it back. And he's shown him a clean pair of heels.
His decision-making really is what let him down more than anything else.
Aimed forward. Cullen aimed long and direct. Hits one! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Oh, that could so easily have been game over. There would have been no way back from 3 behind.
Towering header! More and more and more and more! They are running riot! And surely that settles it. Great corner, and he did the rest.
Well, look, it's often the timing of the jump that dictates what you can do with any header, and if you get it slightly wrong, then you'll struggle, but that was beautifully met, it really was.
3 without reply. This is becoming a stroll. Tristan tries the Route 1 option.
Well, trying to bulldoze his way through a crowded area is unlikely to yield any joy, Peter. He needs to find a little more guile.
James passes it through. Lovely feet. Goes for goal! And he should have made it 4. A chance! He's gone for it! He scores! Results no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. Given such an open invitation, he was always going to shoot.
Well, he made it obvious as to where the pass should be played, Peter, and it made the finish look that bit easier.
His second of the game, and an eye now for the hat-trick. The Blues totally rampant here. And the referee brings it to a close. The Clarets are beaten. It is not the result they needed. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, it turned out to be a game that was pretty much anticipated, very competitive, reasonably entertaining, and
Hello and welcome to all of our viewers from around the world. We have quite a game in prospect here, just waiting for the players to emerge, and we will be underway. The teams then, Sunderland taking the challenge to Manchester City. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
A quick look at the lineups. And we're underway. So this is round two between these two sides who have already met once this season. Loose ball, who's going to get that? The ball has crossed the line and it's a throw. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Granit Xhaka. Oh, they can break here. Great run this, he's covered quite a distance. Ruben Dias. Cherki.
Well, each team knows that they're still well below standard, and it's a question of which can find a way out.
Vardiol. Haaland with the ball through. Foden. He's had a shot! Patterson catches it safely. It's a long forward pass. Looks like a good ball through. Brobbey. Ball's gone out of play. Promising cross. He's there to get rid. Savio. It's a promising ball. Thrust towards the front line.
Doku.
Tries a through ball.
Mukiele.
Does well there. Alert. Pumps it upfield. Some good work on the right flank. Now, what's next? Up to meet it! It's broken loose. Get that clear. Rodri, very firm in standing his ground there. And that'll be the last act of the first half. No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. Here we go again then.
Well, the first half didn't really produce the goals we'd have liked. Hopefully they've been saved for the second. For that to be the case, though, we'll need to see more energy and invention early on.
Cherki looks to slip it through. And that wasn't far away.
Well, I think the keeper knows all too well that there was no getting anywhere near that. That's a big escape.
Brobbey passes it through. Overhit and out of play. Goal is still. Either side really getting onto the front foot. Looks to slip it through. Doku. It's a brilliant interception. No, that's not the ball he wanted. It's gone out for a throw-in. It's going to be another throw. Who's going to make this theirs? Cuts it out. Savio. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Referee's given a throw. Mukiele tries a long pass towards the front. Doku. Jackie. It's a good run down the right. Where could this lead? It's come loose. Going for goal!
Granit Xhaka would have known he needed to generate more power behind that, but it just lacked the precision anyway.
Deftly done. And he's cut it out. Robbie. Ake gets into the right position to intercept. A chance! Aimed long and direct. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. And stalemate. One, if not for fans, then perhaps for coaches, satisfied by organisation and solidity. Little cutting edge at either end, and it finishes 0-0. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the card. So overall, I don't think anyone will be complaining too much about what they've got.
The warmest of welcomes to you. We await the conclusion of the pre-game formalities. The teams then, Crystal Palace against Chelsea. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
So this is round two between these two sides who have already met once this season.
Yeremy Pino. Nketiah.
Nketiah hits it! Fernandez tries to get it forward quickly. Garnacho tries the route one option. Caicedo with the ball through. No, that's not the ball he wanted. Thrust towards the front line. Mateta. Chelsea haven't lost any of their last 5 games on the road. Sarr. Deftly done. It was a move that looked promising, but eventually thwarted without doing any harm. Tries a through ball. Lacroix. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Mateta passes it through. Looks like a good ball through. Good stop. That wasn't easy.
He made that look really easy, Peter, but I can assure you that wasn't a routine save. He had to be very switched on there.
Played out to the right. Hughes. Nketiah. Yes, it's there! What a great header. Got plenty on that.
Yeah, I just thought he wanted that more than anyone else on the pitch, and it was fully deserved. He gave it everything he had.
Crystal Palace take the lead, landing the first significant blow in what is certainly a significant contest.
Well, that goal has got the whole stadium rocking here. This is exactly the kind of atmosphere the players should feed off now.
Mateta. Now the pass. Good idea, just poorly executed. Pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it. Looks to slip it through. Mateta. He'll have a dip! They've done it! And already they're looking to run away with it.
Nketiah just stayed on the right side of the defender there. I thought he showed wonderful patience, great experience to just make sure he didn't drift offside, and I just thought all round it was very intelligent play.
The Eagles take a 2-goal lead, and things should be comfortable from here on in.
Well, that second goal has given them so much more command and confidence.
And the whistle goes for half-time. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Crystal Palace will be asked to reproduce something similar to that first-half performance after the restart. They've asserted an authority, and they really shouldn't complicate things from here.
Crystal Palace go in at half-time on a comfortable 2-goal cushion. Good challenge, he just stood firm. That's not going to make it. Tries a through ball. Palmer! Dispatched clinically. The second half sparked straight into life. That was glorious. Pinpoint accuracy.
You know, what was notable in that, Peter, was the fact that he didn't try to blast it. He chose placement instead and delivered a peach.
There's going to be a change here. There's a man waiting to come on. Gehi. Well, needless to say, he was expecting a better ball than that. He's had a go! And he's there to make a great save.
That wasn't the easiest of saves by any means, Peter, and I think his instincts were, well, they were just razor sharp.
Yes, it's in! We have ourselves a real game here.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
Aimed long and direct. Pumps it upfield. Mateta. Now the pass. Now it's Sarr. Up to meet it! Oh, nearly. But nearly is nothing.
And that is one very relieved man between the sticks. There was no way he was going to get to that, and he knows it.
That's one way to make your presence felt.
He's been a joy to watch, and that didn't miss by much. He'll be back.
And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. He is not one readily to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again. Chance! Tries one! Goal! Chelsea! And the comeback is complete! He was urged to shoot, and he duly delivered.
Well, he made it obvious as to where the pass should be played, Peter, and it made the finish look that bit easier.
He's made it two, and no doubt he's hungry for more. Chelsea take the lead.
Oh, that's tremendous. They've shown it again and again in this competition. They'll fight to the very end. You have to admire them for their spirit.
Great effort. He flew in with courage.
I just thought it was great effort all around. I mean, he did so well just to get his head on the ball.
Gehi. There will be 4 extra minutes. Goes long and forward. And that will be the final act. It has ended in disappointment, defeat, and back to the drawing board. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Listen, the one area that was most vulnerable was the heart of their defence. They've got to be far more robust in such a crucial...
Hello and a warm welcome to everyone across the globe. We should be on the way very shortly. The players will be with us any time now. And here we have Newcastle United taking the challenge to Manchester City. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Begley.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
So this is round two between these two sides who have already met once this season. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Anthony Elanga is a very talented lad, Peter. And what I like to hear is that he pushes himself hard. He's hard on himself, that he won't settle for something average or decent. He wants to be the best he possibly can. So he pushes himself to the limits. And while his attacking game is growing and getting stronger, he still has some work to do, perhaps on the defensive side of things.
Is that a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. It's come loose. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Steered out wide. Massive leap! He's done well to get his head on that, but couldn't score.
That's a real disappointment as well, after he worked so hard to just get into position and get on the end of that in the first place. A lot of effort for very little reward.
Ruben Dias. It's a promising run he's making on the right. So what now? Haaland. Goal! City! Great header, made it look easy.
Well, as contact goes, that was tremendous, and it helped him to direct it exactly where he wanted into that net. I think when it comes to the aerial department, this fella is definitely no slouch.
Big occasion, big goal, crucial lead.
Look, I'm sure that silencing the crowd would have been mentioned in the dressing room beforehand, and just listen.
And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Reinders. Now it's Haaland. Hall tries the route one option. Now it's Haaland. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Manchester City looking to pull clear here. He'll fancy himself from here. He's gone for it! That was travelling. Gets it back. Now the pass. Haaland. Looking to get on the end of this. Towering header! This could fall anywhere! Looks to slip it through. Through to the goalkeeper. Kovacic. The first 45 minutes are up.
I'm sure they'll be very happy with their first half performance and the scoreline. They'll definitely want to maintain their momentum now and finish the job.
Manchester City having to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0. Manchester City carry a one-goal lead into the second half. Willock. It's a long forward pass. Wissa battles to win it back. Tries a through ball. Pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it. The referee's awarded a free kick. Now it's Haaland. Savio with the ball through. Haaland was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. That's not going to make it. Gordon. Elanga. Chance. A wonderful effort, all by himself.
That's such an impressive run right through the middle and a decent effort on goal to follow. Perhaps he just didn't quite get the connection he wanted though.
Hall. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Gordon. No way through there. Hall passes it through. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
Well, I think it's that time when you have to commit numbers forward in hope of grabbing an equaliser. I mean, defenders need to take that risk too now.
Needed a better pass there. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Looks like a good ball through. Gordon is fouled. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. There's obvious upset over that challenge. You can see the players face to face. Let's hope this doesn't escalate.
Well, what possessed him to do that, Peter, I have no idea. It's not in keeping with the quality of the performance.
Now this could be a pivotal moment. Dying minutes, free kick, great position. It's a loose ball. Trippier. Firmly met.
Look, with time running out, they have to get the ball in the penalty box, and if it means a long punt, then so be it. They've got to give themselves a chance.
And the referee brings it to a close. City win it by the only goal. Result, no question, the most important thing, however it came. Final score, 1-0.
Well, you know, it's not easy to hold on to a lead over a long period, but I thought they showed great shape.
So a warm welcome to you all. We will be underway very shortly once all the pleasantries are complete. And our live game is Arsenal taking the challenge to Manchester City. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
So this is round two between these two sides who have already met once this season. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Bernardo Silva. He's a real box of tricks, Peter, with a super first touch and a really nice, silky smooth dribbling style. He's also got an eye for a telling pass, and he's a more than decent finisher too. What we don't usually comment on is his phenomenal work rate, and that will be a standout for this team over the course, I can assure you.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card.
Yeah, they look as if they're intent, Peter, on stopping him outside the laws of the game, so the referee is going to have to be very alert here.
Not the worst cross in the world, but still room for improvement. Rice gets his foot in there. Plays it out to the wing. Savio. Haaland. That was one quality pass away from being a very decent chance. Looked very promising.
Yeah, I think the problem there was that the pass was telegraphed. An easy read for the defence.
Cherki. Let down by a lack of accuracy. Saka takes control of it and he's on the move. Now it's Martinelli. Looks to slip it through. That's a half-decent try.
Oh, he couldn't have hit that any better. Any other time it would have sneaked in.
Savio. Lewis. Rice with the ball through. Shoots! Goal! Arsenal!
Yeah, I love the finish, but I think had the pass been delayed for just a second longer, I think he would have been flagged offside, and I think you have to praise them all round on that one, for the pass and the finish.
Arsenal give themselves the perfect start. Can they build on it?
Well, that goal has got the whole stadium rocking here. This is exactly the kind of atmosphere the players should feed off now.
Done well to tidy up the situation. Goes for goal! Sticks it away! And they are disappearing out of sight! Donnarumma. And that'll be the final action of the first half. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Manchester City suffered a bit of a shock at being hit hard and fast with 2 goals, and they still seem to be feeling the effects. They now need a motivational team talk that can help restore a little reassurance. Well, this half might require them to produce a plan A, B and C. Levelling the score is easier said than done, but that will be the target. Get back on terms and then use that momentum to go again.
The Gunners have the league's best defensive record. Oh, that's clearly not what he wanted to do. Now the pass. Savio looking to get on the end of this. Timely intervention. Saka. Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Looks like a good ball through. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
He timed his run brilliantly, and I think he has every right to be a little annoyed with the passer then, and I think he's letting him know right now about that. Just a little more behind it was needed.
The referee's awarded a free kick. Rice. None shall pass, that's the message there. Hincapi gets into the right position to intercept. Hincapi does well to read it and intercepts. Oh, no, that's not the ball he wanted. It's a throw in. Tries the route one option. Cherki tries a through ball. Great leap! It's in! And they are dragging it back! Game on again! What a great header, got plenty on that.
Well, as contact goes, that was tremendous, and it helped him to direct it exactly where he wanted into that net. I think when it comes to the aerial department, this fella is definitely no slouch.
Manchester City get themselves back into contention.
Well, they've given themselves a chance here, but now it's a case of getting the balance right between attack and defence, and that's not easy.
It is a corner. Really didn't have enough to concern the defence. Deftly done. Rice. Martinelli. Into the channel. And he's onside. Shapes the shoots. He can get that clear. Added time is up. And there goes the whistle. Well, that does not help. Interpret the performance as you will. But the key truth is that they lost. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Look, there's not really a lot I can say about this result. Sometimes you just want to get it out of your system and move on, and I think this applies.
That's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. Hello and welcome to all of our viewers from around the world. We have quite a game in prospect here, just waiting for the players to emerge, and we will be underway. And our live game is Chelsea against Fulham. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Begley.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
So this is round two between these two sides who have already met once this season. Anderson gets it back. Palmer. Palmer! Oh, great save, real class.
That wasn't the easiest of saves by any means, Peter, and I think his instincts were, well, they were just razor sharp. Well, I think the early signs have been very good for them. They've already got that defence unsettled, and now they've got to back it up.
Cucurella pumps it forwards. Now it's João Pedro. João Pedro. And the ball's come loose, and the chase is on. Now the pass. Now it's Sessegnon. Oh, he's broken through. Get a throw in. Iwobi. He's gone for goal. And he's lifted it over.
Yeah, high and pretty harmless, but as long as he learns his lesson, I think next time his focus has got to be on just keeping it down.
Palmer. Iwobi. Very nearly half an hour gone here. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Fernandes did really well to intervene and dispel the growing danger. Good idea, just poorly executed. Reed. Fernandes needed to come up with a better ball.
Well, he simply failed to just put a little more oomph behind that.
Iwobi. Colwill. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one.
That's good defence, plain and simple, good defence. They refuse to allow a turn.
Jay, and we've reached half-time. So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. And the second half gets underway. No score in the first half. Who's ready to go for it now? Once more. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, they say that your front lads should be that first line of stopping the opposition, and I think he's taken it to another level with his desire to get back and help everyone out.
Iwobi. Iwobi with the ball through. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Yeah, I think it's a scoreline in keeping with what we've seen up to this point. Combined attempts at goal aren't high in numbers, and we could do with something to spark this contest into life.
No, that's not the ball he wanted. Iwobi. Some good work on the right flank. Now, what's next? Anderson. The Cottagers haven't yet dipped into their subs. Has gone out. Smith Rowe. Aimed long and direct. Badiashile gets into the right position to intercept. Hoists it high. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Played out to the wing. Badiashile pumps it upfield. Looks to slip it through. Going for goal! Ball's loose, who's getting there? Goal! Fulan!
All goals are welcome, but when they come at a time like that, they're priceless.
Jurgensen reacted well to the initial effort, but couldn't get it right out of the danger area.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
Fulham give themselves the perfect start. Can they build on it? Thrust towards the front line. He's made sure that that won't get through. Raul has a pop! It's there! And surely now, the result's beyond doubt. Given such an open invitation, he was always going to shoot.
I just think it's clever positioning from clever movement, and when all of that is synchronised with the right pass, that's what happens.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Fulham can be very happy with a job well done, an efficient win for which the players simply did enough.